Good morning, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, salam sehat, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Ya, thank you for the intersystem for having me today. Ya, mungkin nanti saya mix aja ya. Already? Ya, I want to in the first slide, I want to share about the Indonesian. Yeah, Indonesian at a glance. As you know, we have a big populations countries, and also we have a big archipelagos, more than 17,000 islands. Across the country. And then also we have a big health facility, more than 60,000 health facility. So you can imagine how we can or how we accelerating the digitalization in Indonesia. It's very big uh, issue, not only regarding about the infrastructures. Many health facility now have internet access, for example, like primary cares. For the 10,000 health primary cares, only and more than 700 now have internet access. And then we have also some issue about the doctors, the numbers of doctors. And then the other side, we also have some issue about too many applications need to input for health workers in each health facility. Yeah, yeah, we still remember how the COVID give like some wake up, yeah, like alarm for us. It's very important thing to digitizing in the health sectors. Because of that, yeah, we need to address the challenges not only about the insufficiency of IT knowledge. Yeah, for example, we have more than 1 million health workers in Indonesia, so we need to upgrade the capacity to make sure they can input and also now to connect with the Satu Sehat. And then the important thing also about the regulations. Many health workers, many hospital, and also the owners ask me about this is mandatory to integrate it with the Satu Sehat. Yes, you should, or this is mandatory to connect with us. If not, I think remembers, yeah, last week we already sent the second letters, surat cinta ya, the second letters. You need to connect with us. The data actually not for us. The data is very important thing to develop the policy, as Mr. Luciano mentioned in this morning. Yeah, this is the benefit, yeah, after we connect. First, no more many input. I mean, no, for the health workers, no need to input in many applications. Just input in the health information system, like inter system. You just input in the one system, and then we can get many information, not only about the the diagnosis, the treat, and also the pharmacies, the lab, and etc. And then the important thing also, we can measure how efficient your health services. I think last month, I just checked to the hospital. For the registration can be online. I have uh, numbers 9, yeah. I have numbers 9, and then so to come in the hospital at 11 o'clock. After this, I need to wait 4 hours. Yeah, you can imagine. Uh, so I need to reschedule some agenda because I need to rescheduling because of the waiting is very long for the doctors. With the system, so we can check who's the doctors not give the best services for the patients. The consultation only 5 minutes, but the long time, the waiting time is 4 hours. Because of that, it's very important thing we make this digitalizing. And then the important thing, the people itself. I mean, like patients can access the medical record directly using the Satu Sehat mobile. This is the COVID app before. And then they can know after they wake up, and then they can check, oh, our health conditions like this. So I need to run this morning 5 kilometers or maybe 1 kilometer to walking. So to make me healthy, we can give them some information and some health condition. And then the important thing also for the government, like Jakarta, because you know the Jakarta is melting pot. Many people coming to Jakarta from other city and also other countries. You know the monkeypox now is some warning for us. Because of that, it's very important thing. If some people coming to Jakarta, we can knowing, oh, this is the people have some disease in the historical before. And then the important thing also for the industries, so they know who's which drugs can they develop in the futures. Yeah, this is our journey. We started on 2021 during the COVID, and then we launched the Peduli Lindungi. Many people like Peduli Lindungi, ya. Pada suka kan ya Peduli Lindungi ya? Because after you got the COVID and then I give you the black colors. Yeah, you cannot go anywhere. Because of that, learn from the COVID, so we escalate the system into the Satu Sehat. And then in 2021, we launched the blueprint, the first blueprint till 2024. Yeah, we still ongoing to developing the new blueprint until 2029. And then on July 2022, we launched the Satu Sehat. This is the start, the beginning, 2021, the beginning, the nightmare for all the hospital. Yeah. Because now we push every hospital to connect with us, to digitizing, to develop the MR system in the hospital and many health facility. After this, we transition for Peduli Lindungi into the Satu Sehat mobile. And then until now, I will give you the progress till now for the Satu Sehat progress. Yeah, this is our ecosystem for the Satu Sehat. So for the Satu Sehat medical record is like an intersystem. Many health information system. We not develop the electronic medical record system. I mean, not develop health information system. We give the startup vendors IT to develop the system to make sure the ecosystem can grow. And then the important thing, we develop the platform, Satu Sehat. We put in standard SF7, fires, terminologies, and etc. Yeah, this is the platform itself, Satu Sehat. Our target is 60,000 health facility. And then we put the important thing is standard. It's like communication with your all, yeah. It's like communication with the people, so we need to standardize the communication level. So we use the fires as a 7, and then we also put in many standards like ICD-10, ICD-9, and then also logins for the lab, DICOM for the images. Yeah, the Satu Sehat itself also supporting by the regulations, not only the act, the bill, the new bill, also some technical guideline. Yeah, with this Satu Sehat platform, we hope all the health facility can connect, and then the people or patient can access their medical record because the data is belonging to this patient. Also for the regional like Jakarta, they can access their data directly, so they can monitor. These people got the diabetes, these people got the cancer, so I need to treat to build a cohort, yeah, for its people for in its regions. So and also for the doctors can access medical record
from different health facility using the portal, the electronic medical record portal. Yeah, this is the result. Yeah, until now, currently we already connect within 34,000 health facility. The rest, the biggest coming from the independent doctors, yeah, Praktek Mandiri. More than 28,000. We have more than 28,000 for the Dr. Praktek Mandiri, general practitioners. And then already connect with us is around 7,000. We also provide the Praktek Mandiri, the independent doctors for the free system. Yeah, and then until now we already have more than 100 million encounters from 22 million patients. The other side, we also develop what we call the BGSI, it's genomic side. We will combine the clinical and also from genomic to make sure we can develop the precise medicine. We start from the pharmacogenomic. Last week, I already test for the pharmacogenomic, so the doctors can see if they need to mau ngasih resep, so they can check the the doses, normal or need to increasing the doses or need to reduce the doses. And then the other side also we concern about the primary care because the important thing the next is not curative but to promotive and preventive. Because of that we develop the ASIC. The ASIC actually is for the cadres is in Posyandu. We have more than 300,000 Posyandu in Indonesia. So every people can access the nearest local community health facility like Posyandu to check the health condition. For example, like blood pressure, glucose, and then we put in the ASIC. Until now, we already have collected 120 million for the health screening, diabetes, stroke, cancer, etc. And then also for immunization record for the babies. Our mandatory is 14 type of immunizations. Now you can access the all certificate in Satu Sehat Mobile. Yeah, this is the dashboard. Actually, we also provide the dashboard for the public. You can access in satusehat.kemkes.id as/data. And then also some of health facility can access the private dashboard. Many dashboard already established or already developed. Yeah, we hope with our data now we can develop the AI. Until now we already have some develop to make sure the data can use not only for predicts but also for our policy. Yeah, this is some example how we use this data for AI. Yeah, for example, for Posyandu measurement notification. So after the mothers visit the Posyandu, so they get WhatsApp, and then they can show the talents to inform about your baby conditions or your baby normal, and then your baby need to input the nutrition, etc. And also for diabetes mellitus, we develop like a model for targeting diabetic mellitus because we have more than 90 million people need to screen. The issue is about the budget. The issue is about who's the people selected to next screening. So we develop the model for targeted screening for diabetes. And then we got 30% of the 90 million should mandatory to screen. And also for hypertension. Because until now for our enemy now is gula, garam, dan lemak Because of that, it's very important thing. We make sure our people healthy in the futures. And also I will inform you about our next target. Our next target is not life expectancy, but the health life expectancy. Because as you know, the life expectancy of Indonesian people is 72 years. and then the highlight itself is only 66. From 66 until 73, our mothers, our senior citizen, sekarat ya, dying. Because that is very important thing. We need to make sure our people healthy till they die. Also for efficiency, we also develop like a GenAI, but not for the clinical decision actually. This is just for the screening, also for the consultation, get some information, or also for the help desk, etc. So we develop the AI and then after this, you can chatbot with the Satu Sehat mobile to get the informations like some disease and etc. Yeah, I think this is the last of our my presentations. The important thing is not for my side, not for the Dinkes, not for only for the healthcare, but the important thing is we need to get the testimonial for Indonesian people. So we need to develop the smile from any people. Yeah, we have some programs not only for the doctors. Now the doctors have the registrations. Doctor is not only free but also this is the lifetime ya. Artinya sepanjang apa namanya nggak perlu diperpanjang seumur hidup. Dan and for get the STR only 7 minutes. More fast rather than boil the egg. Yeah, boiling egg. Yeah. And then for the last slide, yeah. So we also engage more people, more innovators, more startup to collaborate with us. We have also some program we call the Sandbox Regulatory. Currently already finished the batch 1 for the telemedicines to make sure the regulations can adapt with the current situation because until now the telemedicine itself now have regulation. We will launch the new regulations maybe in 2 months later to make sure like the Halodoc good doctors can also involved in this journey. And then also the telemedicine like Halodocs can pay by BPJS. Yeah. So the next regulation for the telemedicine itself, the Halodocs, the good doctors, etc., is not virtual health facility, but this is the platform. So they need to collaborate with hospital, with the doctors to use this platform. And then the BPJS can pay directly to this platform. And then the other side, we also make some collaboration within the university to access our data. Until now, more than 100,000 images coming to our system. And then many information from the drugs recipients, to coming also for us. Last month, we also do like some research. Many doctors sometimes sembarangan ngasih obat antibiotik. Yeah, antibiotics. We know who's the doctors. Give the antibiotics. Istilahnya ngaco lah. Gitu. Dan dengan adanya data, jadi kita bisa melakukan banyak hal, bukan hanya tadi ya, memastikan the doctors memberikan resep yang tepat, kemudian memastikan bahwa the doctors tahu the allergics ya atau kontradiksi within the drugs because we already have the drugs knowledge in our system to make sure the doctors give you the right drugs or right medicine in the futures. Yeah, I think this is the last my slide. Also the time is sudah selesai juga, sudah habis. Makasih. Thank you.